Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Pokemon Pocket. So we're going to open up another Charizard pack. We've got one free pack to open, and then we're going to jump into another one of these tournament decks that did really well over the weekend. Or well considering. I'm not saying the deck won, but when there were over, I think, 2,000 players in the tournament. Okay, we got a Greninja. I think that's our second Greninja as well. So, hey, man, we're getting some decks done now. We are getting some decks done. Okay, so if we go over here, let me show you this deck. So, you guys know I'm a big Alakazam fan because of the fact that it only takes 3 energy and 2 of them can be colorless. So, this deck had Execute and Exeggutor Ex. You just attach the 1 energy and then, bang, bang. The one thing that scares me a little bit about this is the Exeggutor EX, going down for 2 points, but we'll see. And then there's 1 Meowth just in case you need to draw, 2 potions, 2 X speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, and 1 Sabrina, sorry. I'm a little concerned about the lack of a Giovanni. You never know when a Giovanni could come in hand, but we're going to hop into a battle. Okie dokie. We are here for battle number 1. Okay, we're going second. That's very nice. Perfect. Okay, we'll put Execute out, start battle. Okay, so we have Abra and Kadabra. We have another Pokeball, hopefully we'll get Abra with that Pokeball. Let's wait for our opponent here to set up. They're running a fire deck, unfortunately. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a Blaine deck, so we might be okay here. It's going to be a little tough. We can one-shot with Alakazam if we can get Alakazam out there. Professor's Research is fine. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, my turn. So they didn't do anything. Perfect. This is exactly what we want here. So then we Pokeball. Don't give me the Meowth. Come on. Bang. Yes, perfect. Put Abra down on the bench, and then we Professor's Research here. And there's Exeggutor. So I think what we do now is, I think we just power up and start hitting, right? It's got to be. And we do 20. They won't be able to attack next turn, I don't believe. So then we can go into Exeggutor and start, we can really start going into Exeggutor and start getting these boys powered up. And a potion. Alrighty, and then they are going to Tail Whip, I do believe. Come on, baby. It worked for me. Don't work for this guy. Come on. Don't work for him. Don't work for him. Yes. Okay. We have a chance. We have a chance. Perfect. That's actually... I'm not going to put the Meowth down just yet. I'm going to Exeggutor here. Bang. Exeggutor here. Bang. And then we will Kadabra here. And maybe just... I'm going to start getting it ready since the next one is Psychic. And we will just Tropical Swing. Just give me 1... Yes. Okay, so there goes the Vulpix. They only have 1 left, and now they're down an energy on it as well. Perfect. We have a chance here. We have a real chance. I also really like about this game, so I don't know if it's been talked about a lot, but in the regular TCG, if you are weak to something, it does 2 times the amount of damage. So if it does 100 damage, it then does 200 damage, and it just makes it like almost impossible to play into a deck that you're weak against. So it's unfortunate. However, if you, in this game, it's only plus 20. So like, even though I'm weak to fire here, I'm so bulky, I'm not super worried about it, although they can do 140 in 1 turn. So we can't attack, so that's totally okay. They're not doing any damage here yet. We've got over here, and then we could X speed out next turn, and if we need to, but we'll end turn here. See if they get the Ninetales out. Alrighty. Give me that Ninetales, baby. Perfect. And they're going to Blaine for 140, which is totally fine. Oh, I wonder if this deck would be good, too, with Erica. Alrighty. So we're good there. There's the Alakazam that we need. So the Alakazam is ready to go. We can go ahead and evolve here. And we can't back out, but we can, I think, beat everything. If they attach an energy to anything, then they lose. So I think I'm okay with taking the point. I don't want to give them 2 points, though, but I think we're going to have to here. Let's just Tropical Swing. We'll see if they take the 2 or not. Okay, so we do 40 down to 50. They're going to get 2 points here, and then this Ninetales goes bye-bye. The problem with the Meowth now is I don't want to put the Meowth in the... I don't want to put Meowth on the bench when this Exeggutor goes down, because then they're either going to Sabrina into the Exeggutor or... Okay, so they did 110. That's fine. So this Ninetales goes down. They wasted an energy. They're not going to have enough to attack next turn, I don't believe. And then, okay, so we can Potion, we can X-Speed. How many cards do we have left? We have 7. We haven't X-Speeded. So we have another Professor's Research as well, which would be super awesome. I am going to go ahead and attach an energy there. That way next turn, if we need to X-Speed it out, we can. And then I think what we do here is we just Psychic for 90. Perfect. And then here, they're not going to do... They can't do anything this turn, I don't believe. They could Sabrina if they wanted to. They could Sabrina me here. So they red carded me, which is perfect. They waited a long time to red card me. Another Abra, another X-Speed, and another Alakazam. Awesome. And then... Yeah, I mean, we have another line here, so we just go Abra. We go into here, and then they can't... There's no way... I'm not weak to fire, so even with Ninetales and a Blaine, they do 120. They can't take me out in one turn, and if they put this Magmar in, they still don't take me out in one turn. So I think we just start doing damage here. I'm curious what their play is. We have another Alakazam should we need to retreat out soon. Although we're a few energy behind. I'm really curious. I think an Erica might be good in here as well. So he is putting the Magmar out. Which is... So this Magmar dies this turn. There's Arcanine. Okay, so they want to Sabrina into my Exeggutor. I mean, okay. I don't really know what the whole point of that was, but we are just going to go here. Go here. And they conceded because they knew I was going to retreat. So anyway, that is a victory, number 1, with this Alakazam. So I'm going to keep this deck just like this, but I'm really curious if like maybe an Erica would work. It's kind of tough when you have to shove all these cards in and you're just trying to decide. I think this deck felt pretty good on that first game. Let's see, battle number 2. We're going second again, so we're flipping tails great today. Okay, perfect. So we obviously want to put you... We're going second. I'm going to put you out. And start. So I guess technically I could lose. They could have been an Articuno and we could have lost on a Misty, but I think we're fine here. This isn't... See, I like when you don't necessarily need the Professor's Research. Like they just, you know what I mean? They just give you a good opening hand. This is a really solid opening hand if I don't get immediately destroyed. Okay, so we're going to Pokeball. Perfect, we got the Meowth, and then I'm gonna Pokeball again. And we got an Abra, perfect. So we can Abra here, Meowth, and then Abra here. And then, so they could technically, I guess, I always forget you can't evolve on your first turn. But I'm hoping... Hopefully they don't have a Misty, right? A Misty could end the game for us if they have a Starmie. Not end the game, but they could make it very difficult for us to get what we need quick enough. So there's Starmie. Is this just going to be straight Misty? This has to be Misty, right? Psyduck. Please don't Misty me. Okay, perfect. I'm less concerned now. Okay, so we have a Professor's Research, which is what we want. I'm going to Professor's Research here. Tell me what we get. Another Exeggutor and an X speed. So we do need the X speed. So we're going to go up to Exeggutor here. And then I will Kadabra. And I'm going to go ahead and start powering that up in case we get the Alakazam that we need. And I think other than that, we just start Tropical Swinging here. Okay, 40, which is fine. That brings it down to 70. So they could potion. Oh, man, a heads would have been so good there. Because they can potion now and save it. And then they've done 90 here in general. I don't love Exeggutor EX for this reason. Okay, they're going up to Golduck, which is understandable. Yep, 90. Oh, they want a Sabrina? That's even better. Here, take Abra. Okay, so they Sabrina. So a heads here on Exeggutor would be massive. Bang. There we go. And then, okay, so we could Sabrina, but I don't really want to do that. We are going to go here. And then I think we just have to hit again. Give me this heads, baby. Ah, we needed a heads there. So they go down to 30, which means they either have to retreat this turn or we could use a potion. A potion would be super helpful. An Alakazam would be number one. Let me tell you, Alakazam would solve our problems. We are probably going to have to attach an energy to this Exeggutor so we can get out of there next turn, which is no big deal. Okay, 90 down to 70. Perfect. And there's Alakazam. So we just go here. And then, let's see. How do we want to get out of here? I don't have a double X speed. If they knock me out next turn, they win. So how do I get out of this in a needed fashion? Let me see. We have to attach the energy here. And then X speed out into Meowth here. And then we can Sabrina maybe? No, we'll end turn. I think oh gosh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be real tough. Please don't have another Sabrina. They've played one. Take the point. Oh, that's fine. I'm not worried about the Lapras. I am not worried about this Lapras. I'm a little worried about the Lapras. Okay, so they just want to... I mean, we just attach here. We just wait an extra turn, and then this Lapras dies, right? Yeah, if they attach another energy to this Lapras to attack, the Lapras then dies. So I'm going to potion up here. And then I will end my turn. And next turn, we start attacking. We also need... See, we don't have a Giovanni either. So we have to... Oh, we don't need a Giovanni, though, because Starmie's down to 30 HP. That's clutch. Okay, so it's my turn. I'm not really sure what they were doing. We can X speed. It'll do 60, 90, 120, 150. So we kill. Yeah, and then we have a Sabrina if they put in the Golduck. Well, it doesn't really matter. So we put out Alakazam. Bang. And then it does 150. Boom, 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 boom. There goes Lapras. People, I think, try to not attack too much, and then it just leaves me fully powered up. So I'm curious. They're going to have a Misty. They have to have a Misty. But the question is where do they put their Misty right now? Okay, so they're putting Starmie out, which is fine. We have Meowth on the bench. So if we hit Meowth, they're going to Pokeball, and then what? Retreat into whatever the Pokeball is. It doesn't matter because we have 2 points now, and we're doing damage. So they're doing 100 here. Okay, so dude decided he wanted to cry about the game and not play, so he can go ahead and hold this L, because he wants to cry like that. And I do apologize to everybody who has seen me be a good sport. I'm not giving this guy a thank you, because this is the scummiest thing that you can do in this game, is cry so much that you just want to waste the other person's time. So they aren't getting a thanks from me. They want to cry about losing to an Alakazam because they played quite literally the worst game. They had that game on lock. All they had to do was keep attacking and they would have been fine. But then they wanted to put their Lapras out. So it is what it is. But yeah, we're not giving him a thanks. Sorry to everybody who wanted to see that. All right, we are hopping into battle number 3 now. Okay, so we're here for battle number 3. Same deck. Nothing's really changed. We are going first this time. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I'm interested in seeing. Oh, this is so perfect. Start. I'm not even going to put anything on the bench here. Okay, so we're playing a lightning deck. It's a Pikachu deck. Okay, so we are indeed going first. We will Pokeball here. Bang, bang, and a Meowth. That's perfect. So we can just Abra, Meowth, and then in turn, I would do the heads next turn after they attach an energy to this Pikachu would be massive. All right, my turn. All right, we got another Kadabra. That's not quite what I wanted. So we'll go Exeggutor here. And then we will Kadabra. And we will just start attaching energy. Wow, this is crazy. I need 1 grass energy, which we're not getting next turn either. We do kill Pikachu EX with Alakazam, but the question is when do we get Alakazam? Yeah, and this is, you're seeing the issue right off the bat with the first, with multicolor energy decks. We needed Exeggutor EX, and we just didn't get it. They're filling their bench here, so they're going to do 60. They could technically knock me out with a Giovanni next turn if we don't get a potion, which would be... Got a Pokeball. Got another Abra, which is no biggie. I can't X-Speed out, so I kind of just have to sit here. We didn't get the grass energy that we needed. If they have a Giovanni and another basic Pokemon, that is all she wrote for Exeggutor EX. Yeah, I just couldn't. This is Pikachu at its absolute finest. So there's 100, and that's 2 points. So we have to put Kadabra and hope for Alakazam here. We kind of just have to. Come on, give me this Alakazam. Okay, Professor's Research. We have a chance. We have a chance. Bang, come on. Yes. All right. So we Alakazam, and we bang, and then we Kadabra here. And all we really do is we just Psychic, take out their Pikachu. Bang, 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 bang. All right, so question now is what, if they go up to Raichu, can they hit me with anything next turn? Like, they have to put Pincurchin out, I think. Okay. So that's 90. They can't attach the energy here. And, well, next turn, if they have Lieutenant Surge, they can win the game. Yeah, if they have Lieutenant Surge next turn, they win. That's all you're really aiming for here. Because I can't do anything. Come on. What is taking so long? Yeah, so the goal here is Lieutenant Surge. If they have Lieutenant Surge, we just don't win the game, unfortunately. Like, that's just how it is. Lieutenant Surge wins them this game. Lieutenant Surge is such a good card, man. I really want to run a Pikachu Lieutenant Surge deck. Yeah, so they did have the Lieutenant Surge in hand. So, it happens. I mean, hey, this is a Pikachu EX deck, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. They drew the Lieutenant Surge off top, and they ended up getting the dub. But, dude, this deck went 2-0 and then went really well against Pikachu decks. So I'm pretty happy with both the tournament decks. It's really fun to see what decks perform well in a tournament, even though only one person is using them, and then see if that person just got lucky with that deck or if it's actually a good deck. And I'd say both the Melmetal deck that we tried earlier today and this deck, again, not S tier decks, like you're better off entering with Pikachu or Mewtwo. But I think overall it's pretty solid. Like, I think both these decks have potential. If you get the right draws, if you're feeling lucky on the day, I think you could go pretty far with both of these decks. So give these decks a try. Leave me some deck recommendations in the comments, and I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.